Oh my god, I might have been able to actually get an FU on top of the table. That is amazing. That shit never happens. Welcome to the next episode of the Here Comes the Pain Season Mode Sundays. Today we are beginning the official road to the Royal Rumble as we begin through our January playthrough of Here Comes the Pain Season Mode with John Cena. Now this is an interesting match to start off the episode. Oh, immediate low blow. That is hardcore right there. But yes, an immediate low blow, but also an interesting match to start off the episode here as we are seeing what will be a future, you know, I don't know if this ever main event over the WrestleMania. I don't think it did main event at WrestleMania, now that I think about it. Either way, rambling aside, it's going to be a main event for many, many years. Edge and Cena had many a match. Probably around 2006 or 2007, I want to say. Obviously starting round, I don't know if it started at New Year's Revolution, but Edge famously won the Money in the Bank ladder match. He was the first person to win the Money in the Bank ladder match, and as a result meant that he could cash in his briefcase at any time to win, or at least have a shot at the WWE Championship at any time that he decided. So after John Cena had a grueling Elimination Chamber match in New Year's Revolution, a pay-per-view that they had back in 2006 and 7, Edge would cash in his Money in the Bank after the Elimination Chamber, and that would be his first run with the WWE Championship, and it led to some very interesting TV. Edge would, of course, go on to do the live sex celebration on an episode of Monday Night Raw, which I do remember, and I remember my brother, I talk about him a lot, but my brother, obviously, he was a big part of making sure that I was watching the right stuff, playing the right stuff, and doing the right stuff. And, you know, I think of all the things that WWE has ever done, I think the live sex celebration was the one that kind of actually gave him a bit of pause. He was like, uh-oh, maybe Gary shouldn't be watching wrestling. But of course, it ended up not being a live sex celebration because I believe Cena interrupted it and attacked Edge during the celebration, I should say. Which then led to like an 8-month program, probably longer than that. It was almost a whole year. Cena and Edge had faced each other on and off basically every single pay-per-view. It did lead to a very funny sequence of events though, because I'm pretty sure they had like SummerSlam in Boston, where obviously Cena's hometown, and they had Edge win the title from Cena at that point, and then they had Unforgiven in Canada, in Toronto, and that would be like a TLC or a ladder match, and then they would have Cena win that match. So, and that was for the title as well. So it just kind of came around to what ended up happening was at those respective shows, Cena would win the WWE title in Edge's hometown, and then Edge would win the WWE Championship in Cena's hometown, which is very odd in hindsight, but that's just the way that Vince McMahon would book things back in the day. Awesome. That back suplex then is going to put Edge into a red damaged state, which means I can get the pinfall, thankfully, and we can win this match. Now, I don't remember if I was in a storyline. It's been a while since I last recorded, so I'm frantically trying to think in my brain if there was a storyline going on, and I think there was, because we are currently the WWE Champion. Oh, Kurt Angle. Kurt came to the ring. Cena, good luck in having a nice New Year's holiday, because I'll be challenging for your title. I deserve to be a champion. I'm a much better wrestler than you are. The people in Oklahoma seem to think so. So this is the last year you will be champion. Alright, I mean, that's a bit extreme. Okay. There's no doubt about it. This is the second week of January here. Tonight there will be a battle royal to determine the number one contender. But this won't be your typical number one contender because Cena's going to take part in the battle. So what happens if Cena wins? If Cena wins, there will be no title shot at the Royal Rumble. In that case, I'm assuming everyone will be after the champion in this match. So this is basically a title match. Okay, so interesting that Kurt just declared himself as my next challenger and then immediately getting a number one contendership match. But okay, we'll see. Okay, so this match just started and I immediately attacked the referee, who, by the way, avoided my attack entirely, which was actually quite impressive. Great. So this is like a who's who of all my opponents, to be honest. This is Edge, Benoit, Kurt Angle, and The Undertaker all fighting it out for a chance to face me at the Royal Rumble. And of course, this is our first time seeing Ultimo Dragon, which is actually really cool. So yeah, elsewhere, thank God Snuka's not in this match. I've seen a lot of love for Snuka in those other videos, but thankfully here we just have to deal with the other Who's Who of enemies, and also Ultimo Dragon, who I think we have seen at one point. I'm not sure if he's turned up at any point during the season mode, but either way, he's here now. Obviously, I don't need to talk about The Undertaker. We faced The Undertaker quite a lot. Had quite a few storylines, especially at the beginning of the season mode. He did also go on to destroy my car with me in it, which was pretty extreme. Kurt Angle we faced a little bit on and off, nothing too crazy, although he did just declare himself last week as the new #1 contender, which is a little odd considering that we're in this battle royal together. In Edge we haven't really faced that much either, but he has he's appeared a few times in this story mode. Of course, I did win the WWE Championship in Elimination Chamber match, so really an Elimination Battle Royal should kind of fare me better, to be honest. There shouldn't be too much of a problem. If we made it through Elimination Chamber, surely we can make it through a Battle Royal, which is essentially the same thing but without the steel. I'm going for a backdrop on Benoit. There's like 14 pins going on at the same time. Taker let go of his pin. Maybe I can actually get a pinfall here on Benoit. Oh, I didn't, unfortunately. Kurt Angle with the Olympic Slam, or the Angle Slam, of course, against Ultimo Dragon, and going for a pinfall. Not able to get the pinfall though, unfortunately. So Benoit has red body damage. Ultimo Dragon also in the orange body damage, so a lot has been done here a lot of body damage has been done throughout this match, but only to certain people, as you can see. Undertaker not taking a lot of damage, Kurt Angle also not taking a lot of damage, so we're gonna have to even the playfield here a little bit. I do have a finisher, but it would be probably quite beneficial to use that finisher on someone like Ultimo or Benoit and try and get them out of this match. Oh, actually Benoit's getting pinned there. Oh, that's a suplex pin to Benoit's Ultimo Dragon, then getting the first fall in this Battle Royal match. Of course, then I should probably take the opportunity here to try and eliminate Ultimo Dragon, perhaps? Yeah, I'm going to try and do some damage here to Ultimo Dragon. This superplex off the top rope builds quite a lot of momentum, but also does a lot of damage. That could put Ultimo Dragon in a position where he can get pinned. Hopefully the ref's paying attention, and he is. So that's going to be a 2 count, amazingly enough. I don't know if Taker maybe broke that up somehow or not. Either way, Ultimo Dragon kicks out. Oh no, Undertaker with the choke slam to the Ultimo Dragon. That's going to take him out. You may as well pin him. Count to 10, ref. That's going to be that, which means that we can now focus our attention on the Undertaker, I presume. Undertaker is probably the least damaged person in this match besides me, which just means that I've got my work cut out for me here. Thankfully, Taker did use his finisher against Ultimo Dragon, which means that I don't have to worry about Taker potentially hitting me with a finisher. I just have to worry about, I guess, everyone else. Edge, and especially. Edge and Kurt both have finishers, but Edge with the Execution DDT. I don't know if that's... I always forget what Edge's finishers' names are, but either way, Kurt Angle kicking out of that DDT. I'm going to go for a Protoplex on the Undertaker. Taker, however, is only yellow damage even after the finisher, so still not enough to take the big man down. We're going to have to do a lot more damage, I think, to the Undertaker to make sure that we win this match here. I was saying that Angle with the Angle Slam on Edge. Edge could be sufficiently hurt enough here to be eliminated, and he is, which means it's now a triple threat match. Of course, the Undertaker is still posing the biggest threat here as Angle turns his attention to the dead man. I'm gonna try and sneak in here with some damage to Angle. Okay, Taker decided to mess with me, and that's gonna be his first mistake, because I'm gonna hit him with the Attitude Adjustment, or the FU as it's called in this game. And that is going to be... No, it's not. It's called the FU in this game. And that's a 3 count on the dead man, so that is him, which means that we now just have to deal with Kurt Angle, who is in orange head damage, so it is possible that the FU here is going to do the job. I'm going to try. Angle, of course, staking claim to being my #1 contender in the next event, and he didn't make it through, so that means that I won the Battle Royal, which means there is no title defense at the Royal Rumble, maybe? Cena wins the Battle Royal. Angle is raging by the looks of it. Therefore, there will not be a title match at the Royal Rumble, Well, it looks like Kurt is accusing referee Mike Chioda of an unfair ruling. I think Kurt is telling him that he's cheating. Oh my god, Kurt attacking the referee. Check out what Kurt just did to Mike Chioda. Kurt doesn't have to worry about being disqualified anymore. We can't allow these types of acts to happen. I agree. It's an unsafe working environment, and you can't be having that. Oh my god, this is the 3rd week in January, and I did not expect to see Mike Chioda cutting a promo. I have an announcement I'd like to make. As you all know, I've been working as a referee for a very long time, and I am very proud of the job that I do. But recently, I was accused by Kurt of cheating, along with the accusation I was severely injured by him as well. I see this as a complete insult to me and all referees of the sport. Therefore, I'm declaring that I will be going on strike. A referee strike. I feel sympathy for the man, but this is unheard of. Well, we do have a big problem now. Alright, we have a match here. Against Kurt Angle. We weirdly enough have A-Train and Rikishi at ringside for this match. I think A-Train's actually on my side. Rikishi's on Kurt. However, you'll notice there is no referee in the ring, which means the referee strike is in effect. I don't know what it means for the rules. I didn't actually read the rules beforehand, but does it mean that is there no disqualifications? Like, how is that going to work in this kind of environment? Can we go for pinfalls? Is there even... Okay, so there are pinfalls, but there just is no referee. Maybe the fans have become the referee. I'm not really sure how that works. Maybe we've got the anonymous Raw GM mailing in every single decision that he makes. Maybe that is... Oh no, Rikishi just ran into the ring, and that's not even going to force like a disqualification or anything. I don't even know how to get A-Train into the ring, to be honest. Like, I genuinely don't know what buttons to press. Okay, I can't get A-Train into the ring, so yeah. Okay, Rikishi's gonna leave now, thankfully. He didn't really do a lot of damage, thankfully. Being at this side of the ring has its benefits here. Albert, or A-Train, has been really helping in this match. So full credit to him. I've been keeping him on this, or been keeping Angle on this side of the ring, which means that Albert is consistently grabbing Kurt whenever he's available, meaning that I can keep the offense on really well. Rikishi, when I moved to the other side of the ring, Rikishi was doing the same on the other side. It felt unfair, but then I realized that that's what Angle's up against as well. Thankfully, we're most likely in the closing moments of this match here. I went for the Protoplex, but he managed to avoid it, so I'm going to try again. Nope, never mind. Screw it. We're going to go for an attitude adjustment. I'm sure Angle's had a few of these in his lifetime, in the real world anyway. I'm going to try and go for a pinfall here. Hopefully Rikishi doesn't interfere. I don't even know if it's enough. Oh, I don't think... That was a legit kick out, not a... Yeah, that wasn't enough, unfortunately. I'm going to try and go for that trusty superplex. Now that Angle's in red body damage, maybe a superplex is enough to take him down. It might not be, though, because as we saw in the Battle Royal, sometimes it just isn't enough. And in this case, it just, again, isn't enough. Oh, let's go for that rolling pin, though. That might be enough. That's going to be a 2 count, and it's a 3 count. There we are. Angle getting rolled up. Kurt continues the attack, of course. Yes, I'm getting beat down after the match by Kurt and Rikishi here. There is no referee here to stop this one, so it's getting out of control. There is no one to control the match. There is no law anymore. So yeah, Kurt is destroying me, Rikishi, and A-Train in the corner. That's really unfortunate, even though we got the win. This is the 4th week of January. We are facing Kurt once more, again with the referee strike. There is no referee in the ring. We're going to try and get some payback after that attack that he did after that match last week. Saying that, though, this time we have no A-Train and no Albert. Again, forgot to check the rules, so I have no idea if this is like disqualifications or what. But saying that, there's never usually a count out, so I'm going to try to see if we can put him through the announcer's table in this match. Okay, so there are no count outs. I can at least confirm that much. And I've got 2 finishers here, so I'm going to try and get Kurt into position here. I'm not going to be able to get an attitude adjustment onto the table just because of the way that the attitude adjustment kind of animates, but I may be able to do a protoplex through the announcer's table, which is 6 hell. That's going to surely suit us up. That's surely going to set us up for a win here. Saying that, though, Kurt suplexing the absolute shit out of me isn't ideal. Of course, he's still actually in yellow health damage, so there's still plenty of match to go, even though I feel like I've been doing lots of damage. I've done enough damage to him to get at least 2 finishers, and yet he's still in yellow damage. That seems crazy to me. Okay, we got him into orange, so let's go for an attitude adjustment. He's only just turned orange, so it's probably not going to be enough, but that's not going to stop me. But if he kicks out, that's going to stop me. A low blow into an attitude adjustment, that's sick as hell. It's so cool that you can even do that. I don't know if you can even do that in the current games or not, but I'm gonna hope. I mean, they're still in orange damage, but I mean, that's the third finisher of this match. I'd be amazed if that still isn't. Oh my god, still? Kurt's a beast in this match. I'm gonna go for that roll up again. Oh, low blow instead. I didn't actually mean the low blow. Do we have rope breaks? Oh, we still have rope breaks. That's unfortunate. What's Kurt Angle going for a chair for? Well, I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen. I don't want to get disqualified here. Saying that though, I'm gonna go for a low blow, which in a normal match would absolutely get me disqualified. I've rolled him into the ropes. That's unfortunate. Okay, the gut buster. This usually can do it as well. Gut buster rolled into the ring. Nope, still not enough. That's okay though, because if we could do this and then we could do the roll-up has beaten Kurt before in that Battle Royal match, and it wins once again. Kurt Angle prone to a roll-up, apparently. Kurt Angle attacking me after the match. Is there anyone who can stop this? Officials are currently on strike. Oh my god, Mike Chioda running in with a steel chair. What is... He just gave me the chair. And I've just nailed Cena. I've nailed Kurt across the dome with the chair shot. Wait a minute. Wait, what? There's a pinfall? And Mike Chioda counts the 3 count. Cena did it, and Mike Chioda is back. This is great. Look at Mike Chioda on the ropes. What is going on here? Kurt Angle just lost probably the longest wrestling match in history. It went over like 2 weeks. Offer him a title shot at the Royal Rumble, or offer him a non-title shot at the Royal Rumble. Well, this means that we're facing Kurt Angle once more, but I see no issue in defending the title. I think we should defend the title. They will now face each other at the Royal Rumble, and the score will be settled. You have some guts. What kind of match do you want to have? Uh-oh. This usually ends up with me losing the match somehow, so let's see. We got a cage match, a last man standing match, or a submission match. Now, I would love to do a submission, but Kurt's going to wreck me in that kind of match. Cage matches are too quick. I don't want to end the match too quickly, so let's go for a last man standing match. This might just be as exciting as the Royal Rumble itself, and the referee will be Mike Chioda. I think he's the only referee in the game. Welcome to the WWE Royal Rumble, where we will be defending the WWE Championship against Kurt Angle. Mike Chioda's met us backstage here. Hello, Cena. To be honest with you, you're one of the reasons I've decided to get back into the ring. I just wanted to say thank you. I'm gonna continue to do the best job I can do, and I will call tonight's match right down the line. It's okay. So, apparently I just didn't say anything. Okay, so see you out there. If you cheat, I'm gonna drop you my elbow. God, he's gonna beat the shit out of us if we cheat. Well, this is what it's been leading to. Mike Chioda's back in the corner, and we have the Royal Rumble looming in the shadows of this match. But up first, we have the last man standing match between Kurt Angle here for the WWE Championship. Now, I don't think I've ever seen the full Royal Rumble show from this year. I don't know if this is 2003 or 2. One of them was won by Benoit, and the other one might have been Brock Lesnar. I could be completely wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that was how that played out. One weird thing you'll see in the top right a little bit, the Titantron for this arena is super weird, and that's because this Royal Rumble had like a water theme, like the graphics were all kind of watery, like water droplets and stuff. So for this Royal Rumble in particular, they actually had a Titantron screen made out of water, and like the water would drop, and the projection would like just create this awesome visual of like just a normal Titantron but on the falling water, which is really cool. I'm sure logistically it was probably a complete nightmare to set up and clean up and all the rest of it, but it was a cool visual nonetheless. Also, you'll notice that the arena has the kind of the dome entranceway that like SmackDown uses. This entranceway, in real life, this entranceway anyway, didn't line up with the ring. The actual like kind of dome entranceway was actually off to the right a little bit, so this stage was actually quite off-centered. It's one of the things I actually noticed when playing WrestleMania. Okay, I actually don't know which WrestleMania it was, but one of the not Dreamcast, the GameCube games. One of the GameCube games has the entranceway correct. I want to say WrestleMania 19. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's WrestleMania 19. Could be Day of Reckoning. I can't remember. Either way, the entranceway is actually off to the side correctly in that game, but because of the way the entrances are animated, the characters actually do walk into the correct position. I keep bringing them up backwards. The way the entrances are animated in that game, the animations are correct, so it's, even though it's off-centered, they actually are able to line themselves up with the ring. I just think it's a really neat detail. I'm just rambling about a really neat detail for this specific arena, which is quite unique in that the waterfall was a Titantron and that the stage was off-centered. Anyway, let's talk about Kurt. It's again quite poetic, actually, that I've chosen to play here as John Cena, because Kurt Angle, obviously a big part of John Cena's career. Cena debuted when Kurt Angle issued an open challenge to anyone in the back who'd be willing to show their ruthless aggression. And with that, I'm pretty sure it was like, I don't know if it was like the Allstate Arena or what in Chicago, but either way, Cena debuted and he kind of gave Kurt Angle a good run for his money. It's a pretty short match, but I think Cena did really well in that match, and obviously he did so well that they kept him around for a little bit longer. Even if he was kind of struggling character-wise, at that point, I think he was just, you know, a kid. He was basically just basic wrestler #1, pretty generic, and that was kind of a problem for Cena at the very beginning because he had no real character, there was no real direction for him. You may have heard the story that he was going to get cut. Apparently he was going to get fired or something, but on a European tour that he'd chosen to go on, in the back of the bus, he was rapping with some of the other superstars, and because he was doing this kind of freestyle rap thing in the back of a bus, Stephanie McMahon apparently heard the whole ordeal and then decided that he should try and do that on TV. As a result, we get John Cena then rapping on TV, and in turn really showed off a lot of his like actual kind of acting abilities. Oh my god, I might have been able to actually get an FU on top of the table. That is amazing. That shit never happens. With Cena always taking those extra couple steps, he never lands that on the table, but this time I was very lucky to have gotten that. But either way, we now have Angle back in the ring. He is on, I don't know what the word is, he's on Lazy Street? No, he's on Dream Street. There we are. This could be the end of, or the beginning of the end for Kurt here. The attitude adjustment taking Kurt down, and the referee will only count when his like whole body is like splayed out like that, which means we could potentially win here. I'm going to try and do some taunts actually to see if I can generate some momentum in case he does get up, and he does get up actually, so that's not great. All right, I've got a second finisher here, so I'm going to go for the Protoplex just to really put my foot down and just try and get the win here in this last man standing match. Of course, last man standing matches are no DQ. I could have just used a weapon. Could have just beaten the shit out of him with a weapon, but I chose not to. So that's kind of my bad. Oh my god, Kurt got up again. Okay, we might need to deal quite a bit more damage here. Okay, I've done my bulldog attack and he's down. I now have a chair though, so let's see. I would have thought the second finisher may have been enough, but it's not. So we're gonna have to deal a lot more damage here. Okay, Kurt got up. This is not ideal. I haven't done the finisher though, so I just wailed on him with a chair, so I mean that could be enough. Right on the chair and sledgehammer. I mean, I don't know if you can do more damage to the body. Like, I don't understand how the damage kind of works in this game, so I don't know if that's going to be enough. I know that the sledgehammer though can do full body damage, so if he gets up again, I can target the limbs and yeah, okay, right. So we're gonna have to do a lot more damage here. This attack here does full body damage. So if I keep doing it, I think he's going to get more and more limb damage as kind of time goes on here. And you do this by holding the down button on the D-pad and striking him. It seems to do this kind of grapple. So if I do this enough, I think that's going to really damage Kurt's limbs and probably get a lot more damage on the go. There's a way to do a stolen finisher. That's how you do it. I didn't know how you did it. But that's it. You have two finishers, and I guess you hold some combination of buttons. I'll actually just press every single shoulder button there. And by doing that, it means that I've just stolen the Olympic Slam and hit Kurt with his own finisher, and he is almost all red, so I assume this has to be the end of the match. This has to be. And he gets up at 8, so it still isn't enough to take Kurt down, which is insane considering he's almost got all red body damage. All right, we're going to steal another Olympic slam just because I can. That's going to take him out. He has full red body damage. He has as much damage as I can possibly do to him with a sledgehammer. So surely this has to be it. If it's not, I've still got 2 and a bit finishers to go. But I don't know how much more damage I can do to Kurt here. So we're at a count of 8. He's still getting up. I don't understand how he could possibly still be getting up. Well, I'm going to have to hit him with another attitude adjustment and just hope that he's going to stay down. I don't know what more damage can I possibly do to him. Okay, we're at a count of 5 here, so it looks like he might be staying down. But he has been getting up about 8. Got up again. How? You can do weapon finishers. What about a weapon? Okay, Kurt is now bleeding. That's hardcore. Okay, Kurt has to stay down. That was a weapon finisher. How can you get up from a weapon finisher? I mean, my strength stat is pretty high. It's like 9 or something. That's a 9. Okay, he's down. He's down. Oh, thank goodness. So making him bleed was what it took to beat him, apparently. And DDTing him on a chair probably also helped. Yeah, we're the heels. Go away, referee. Yeah, get wrecked, Kurt. Is he still bleeding? Can we see if he's still bleeding? Please tell me we're going to attack him. Oh, he is still bleeding. Holy shit. Oh, we're actually going to be celebrating with the title. Look at that. We are the WWE champion. That's cool as hell. Belt looks good on us. It's a good size. I don't think it was that big in real life, but it definitely looks good on us. That does mean it is now time for the 30-man Royal Rumble, and I feel like I have to watch this. I have to watch how this plays out because this, you can't interrupt. Yeah, I don't want to interrupt this match. Of course, you can't anyway, but I don't want to play it either. I want to see who I'm facing at WrestleMania. So how about we watch the 30-man Royal Rumble and we see who we are potentially facing at WrestleMania. Oh no. The first entrant into the WWE Royal Rumble is none other than the big red machine, Kane. Oh no, we're starting off big time here. Entrant number 2 is none other than Big Daddy Cool, Diesel, Kevin Nash as it were. Already then, Kane and Kevin Nash going at it in this Rumble match. We're going to have a maximum of 6 people in this Rumble, and they're going to enter really quickly. This isn't on timed intervals here. So we have Benoit entering at number 3. Number 4 is going to be, well, the Big Show. The Big Show. If you didn't tell from the song. Big Show entering quickly there, sorry, at number 4. Number 5 is Nikolai Volkov, one of the legends in this game who don't have entrance themes, unfortunately. And then entrance number 6 is entering in now. Big Show's been eliminated there by Nikolai Volkov. Entrant number 6 then is going to be, oh, Rowdy Roddy Piper, again, another legend who doesn't have an entrance theme in this game, but nonetheless, still in the game. Kane almost eliminated there by Piper, who just entered the ring. This game does not have like the elimination meters or anything like that. You can get eliminated at any point. Case in point, Chris Benoit just absolutely throwing Kevin Nash, or kicking Kevin Nash over the top rope with no effort. Next up, we have another legend, the Iron Sheik. We're getting a very legends-heavy Rumble match here as Sheiky Baby enters the Royal Rumble, and we have another modern wrestler here, Rey Mysterio. Why Rey Mysterio is entering with 2 finisher slots when everyone else? Why did Kane and Big Show, or sorry, Kane and Nash had 5 finisher slots, everyone else has 2, which is a little odd. Either way, Rey Mysterio entering here, the Royal Rumble. I've completely lost track of numbers here, but either way, we just saw Piper reverse that elimination there. Even though there's no elimination sliders or like mini games or anything like that, you can reverse the eliminations, which means you can get back into the ring should you be thrown over the ropes. It's not an immediate elimination, it's just very easy to be eliminated. Case in point, again, Piper eliminating Kane there, so Kane's now been eliminated, which means that we are going to get our next entrant into this Royal Rumble, which I think will be entrant number 8 or 9. I'm very bad at maths. I'm dyscalculate. Okay, I can't do quick maths in my head. Oh no, Bill Goldberg, Bret Hart's favorite wrestler, enters the fray here. he's going to be one to watch out for because he is dangerous. He's going to be, I would like to think that he's going to eliminate a lot of people in this match, but I mean, you just never know. With these early games, you can get thrown over the top ropes by just doing like errant moves. This is still of the time when you can do these like flippy moves and get chucked over the top rope. So really, just about anything could potentially eliminate you. Case in point, Benoit just blocking that elimination attempt there. Cheeky Baby also on the apron, or he was on the apron, but not anymore. We're gonna see some wrestling for the time being here. The guys are gonna take a bit of a break here and do some graps. Oh no, I don't know if that move can eliminate some. No, it can't. Okay, so if you do the military press that has someone being thrown in front of you, you can go over the top rope there, just as Benoit just did. The Iron Sheik eliminates Chris Benoit, which means we are going to be seeing entrant number 10. That must be entrant number 10. Oh no, Taker. Well, Taker would love to get his hands on me, no doubt. Rey Mysterio eliminating Nikolai Volkov there. Was that Volkov? Yeah, it was Volkov. And Goldberg and Taker going at it in the corner there with Rey just kind of left in the middle. But we've got another entrant coming up now. Goldberg's got a finisher. That's insane. Entrant number 11 then. Another legend, Ted DiBiase. Amazing model for Ted. I know I said that possibly in the last episode. Oh, there goes Rey Mysterio. Didn't have a chance, unfortunately. There goes the Iron Sheik. Good attempt, brother. Our next entrant then. We've got two entrants coming up, so take your bets now on who's going to be. Taker, unfortunately, not lasting very... Oh, God. Well, at least Jimmy Snuka has a low number, so we know he's probably not going to win. Goldberg, though, clearing house. Trying to eliminate Ted DiBiase and not able to. I was wondering there if the Legends were going to team up there. They didn't. Goldberg does have a finisher, though. That might be something to watch out for. I'm not sure if that gives you like a leg up or any kind of benefit in this kind of match, but either way, Goldust didn't even last till the next guy entered the ring. Ted DiBiase eliminating Goldberg, and we have Edge entering the fray here. Oh my God, Goldberg going for a huge diving elbow over Edge and Ted, and then we have the Rhino entering, Edge being eliminated. Again, action is at 100 miles an hour. Rhino didn't even survive past his entrance music. Goldberg getting another elimination. I swear, we've been left with Jimmy Snuka in the ring. The comments are going crazy, no doubt, but we have Test and Snuka. I've never wanted Test to win something in my goddamn life. One half of the world's greatest tag team, Charlie Haas, entering the Rumble here at entrant number 27. Oh my God, I thought Charlie Haas was yeeting there. Did you see that? Oh, but the weight difference there, I think Test not able to get backdropped by Charlie Haas. We have Hurricane Shane Helms entering the ring here. We have also one half of the Dudley Boys, Devon Dudley. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to commentate in my goddamn life. Oh my God, we all saw that. Hurricane went over the top rope, but managed to somehow get back into the ring. Holla, if you hear me. One half of the Steiners, Braun Breaker's uncle, entering the ring here, happily destroying Snuka as... was that Ted DiBiase? Somebody was eliminated there. Oh, it was Test. Test got eliminated there, which means somebody please eliminate Snuka. I swear. If anything happens in this match, I'll be happy if Snuka loses. I'll face anyone at Mania. I'll face Hurricane. I'll make it interesting. The other half of the Dudley Boys, of course, Royal Rumble is every man for himself. Case in point here, the Dudleys are going to fight each other because, again, every man for themselves. There can only be one winner in the Royal Rumble, and the winner is the last person standing. Hurricane narrowly avoiding a second attempt there at being removed from the ring. The top rope is a dangerous place for Haas and Big Papa Pump's Scott Steiner there. An errant, elbow drop or an errant, any kind of diving move really can actually eliminate you, so you got to be really careful if you're diving on someone who's close to the ropes, because you can actually be thrown over. The Dudley Boys both eliminated within the same second, which is insane. I was kind of hoping that Snuka would be taken over because he was almost eliminated there, but he's still in it. He's still in it. Scott Steiner, I swear, we are too close here, far too close to Snuka winning this match. Now, the good news is, if you have red limb damage, a Hurricane getting drop kicked out of the ring, that was actually pretty sick. Oh my God, please, please, please. Oh my God, please. Okay, here comes a debuting Randy Orton as well, which is awesome. So this is, he's got his Evolution music, but I'm pretty sure that model is before Evolution. We are actually entering the final stretches of this Royal Rumble here, because that is going to be entrant number 24. Next up is entrant number 25, Chris Jericho. Snuka's still in the ring. As I was saying earlier, if you have red limb damage and you go anywhere near the ropes, you basically just get instant eliminated. So there's no faffing around with that kind of shit. Austin, though, coming out, entrant number 26. Please eliminate Snuka. Yes! Yes! I've never been happier in my goddamn life to not be facing Snuka at WrestleMania. Who knows what I've got in store for me at No Way Out or whatever the next pay-per-view is going to be, but it's fine. It's not Snuka at WrestleMania. That's all that matters to me. Austin being eliminated there by RVD, who just entered the ring. This is a pretty good selection here. Oh no, business just picked up. The Beast entering the Royal Rumble here at entrant number 28, because this will be number 29. Eddie Guerrero entering at number 29, which means this is number 30. Whoever is entering now, I believe, is number 30. So we could have a full ring for the final part of this Rumble here. Booker T entering at number 30. What a lucky sod. That is a good number to pick, though. But even with the with how easy it is to be eliminated in this match, it's, you know, it is a benefit to come out this late in the game, because you obviously can win, but you can get eliminated at any second. So we already just saw an elimination there. Jericho, though, oh no. Oh, Orton, better luck next year. Orton doesn't make it through. Booker T, number 30, he actually did reverse that elimination attempt there, so okay, this is a good final three right here. Final three: Brock Lesnar, Booker T, and Chris Jericho. I mean, I'd happily face either one of these three. I like, selfishly, I hope it's not Brock, because Brock is probably the hardest person to fight. He's just so strong and fast. He's probably got the highest, or one of the highest overalls in the game, so selfishly, don't really want to be fighting him at main event of WrestleMania. Booker T being eliminated, so we're down to our final two. We have Y2J, Chris Jericho, and the Beast, the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. And he could live up to the name here, because if he wins this Royal Rumble, he may be the next big thing, because there's a good chance he can beat me. I can lose in this game, you know. I have lost a few times in the season mode, so Brock could beat me. It's a scary reality that we live in. Oh man, that SDO animation is sick as hell. In fact, saying that, Brock has a finisher. Again, I don't know what kind of benefit that can give you in this kind of match, but either way, oh my god, Jericho getting absolutely destroyed. Now he's getting absolutely manhandled into that F5 animation, which is insane. That was a very, very close elimination there by Jericho. You'd think with the F5, Brock would have probably just picked up Chris and eliminated him, and he mistakenly didn't, which means that Jericho has won the Royal Rumble and is going to the main event of WrestleMania. And that's going to be us for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Royal Rumble here, the whole January season mode here. The road to WrestleMania has officially begun, and we now know that Chris Jericho has won the Royal Rumble, and he'll be presumably going for my WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. So if you want to see more of this season mode, potentially seeing Chris Jericho and John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania, then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow along this season mode with me as we continue it on next week. That was a weird way to say that. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, blah 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 blah. Have a good day, thanks for watching, bye for now.